Yeah, why?
Okay.
I don't even see why this is that big of an argument.
Well, to speak my truth, I don't think that the broom should go in the pantry.
Okay. Well, then, to speak my truth, I think that it's the most convenient spot to put it, and if I'm going to be the one sweeping, I don't want to have to walk all the way to the garage to grab the broom.
But as often as you sweep, it doesn't make sense for it to be in my way since I cook dinner every night.
Okay. Well, to speak my truth, as often as I sweep, it doesn't really make sense for me to sweep anyways, because you just go back behind me and redo all my work.
Well, if you would do it right the first time, I wouldn't have to go behind you.
Well, if you weren't such a micromanager...
Okay.
Hey babe, it's like 9:30. You know, Chester, they're real great for you know, letting us watch TV and hang out, but I think it's time to go. What do you think?
Yeah, we probably need to go. We gotta get showers and stuff still when we get home.
You do. I took one this morning.
You're not gonna take one when we get home?
No.
It drives me nuts when she doesn't take a shower right before bed.
Well, to speak my truth, I did have one this morning.
Well, to speak my truth, you still get dirty and sweat throughout the day, and the sheets are clean.
Well, to speak my truth, I'm the one cleaning the sheets anyways, so...
Well, to speak my truth, I would like to have a good night's sleep.
Well then, sleep on your side of the bed. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Well, to speak my truth, that kind of hurt a little bit.
Oops.
Your truth versus the truth. What's the difference? The world tells us, speak your truth, girl, speak your truth, guy. Why do I need to speak my truth? Here's the reality. When the world tells you to speak your truth, it's telling you to speak your perspective on something, your reality. In other words, your opinion. Your truth is not the truth. The truth is Jesus. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me. The Bible also says, in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. That's in John. So if we know that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and that the Word of God there in John was talking about Jesus himself, then it's safe to say that Jesus is the truth and the Word of God is the truth. We like to say that the Word of God is our standard. What does that mean? When you are measuring a piece of board and you want to make this one board 6 inches, you're going to measure 6 inches with your tool, right? Your measuring tape. And you mark it and you cut it. Well, let's say you need to make 15 or 20 of these same size boards of 6 inches. Well, we have what we know to be true, a board that is 6 inches. That is our standard. We know that this right here is 6 inches because we measured it, we cut it. Boom, that's our truth. That's our standard. So instead of measuring every board, marking it and cutting it, you can take that one standard and use it to measure each board. Now, what would happen if I measured the first board, made it my true standard, and then after I cut the second board, threw the first board away and said, oh, I got a new one, and used that as my standard. And every time that you tried to cut a new board, you threw the old one away and put the new one down. What would happen then? You see, when your standard changes, so does your reality and the perception of your world. But when your truth is the solid rock and foundation, it doesn't matter. It will always stay the same. You see, if we did that, like I was talking about, measuring the 6 inches and then throwing out the old one and then putting in the new one, what would happen is you would never have 6 inches true again. You would be 6.5, 7, maybe 7.5 or 8 inches long, because what happens is when it's off by a fraction of a little bit, it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Just like if you were to have the truth and this is the straight and narrow and you were to veer off just a tad, eventually getting down the road, you would lead off way further away from where you originally started, the true line that you were looking at. So when the world tells you, speak your truth better be the truth, the Word of God.
You know, the truth is that I should just be very grateful of how much you cook, and I should just take the room out of the pantry to make it easier on you.
Yeah, in reality, the truth is, I should just be grateful my husband helps me with all the chores and he sweeps the floor for me.
You know, the truth is, I probably shouldn't make that big of a deal about it because it's really not that big of a deal when we're adults.
Yeah, well, the truth is if I loved you, which I do, I would honor you, and since it means that much to you, maybe I should just do that and take a shower. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. That's the truth of the matter. If we really want to go a little bit further, the real truth of why I don't want to take a shower at night is because that means I have to go all the way upstairs, get my clothes, and come all the way back down.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's the truth.
I see that. What if I go get them for you?
That could work.
Go take a shower.
No!